All right, we are coming up on 8 o'clock, so let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Welcome back. This is our 11th night of reading Morte d'Arthur, and we should be reaching the conclusion of Volume 1 tonight. It's been ups and downs all over the place, and we just can't seem to get rid of Tristram and his soap opera ways. He's a bad penny, I swear. But we're almost through, and we may finally get the meetup between Tristram and Lancelot, the two greatest knights of the time, and who've somehow been able to avoid each other this whole while. So we'll see whether they finally meet, how that meeting goes, and whether we'll actually see more of Arthur in this story about Arthur. Maybe. We'll see. That might be a little much to ask for. But when we should be able to get through this tonight, that will leave us the second volume that we'll leave off for a while. We won't be jumping right into it. We've got a lot of other things to read, and I'd rather not stick to this for too long. But we'll definitely come back to this and get around to the second volume, where we will presumably see the downfall of the Round Table, because every story does have an ending. So, with that sour note, let's go ahead and get back into it, and we'll see what we have in store for us tonight in this last reading from Morte d'Arthur. We resume now with Chapter 23. How Sir Tristram and Sir Dinadan came to a lodging where they must joust with two knights. Then Sir Tristram and Sir Dinadan rode forth their way till they came to the shepherds and to the herdmen. And there they asked them if they knew any lodging or harbour there nigh hand. Forsooth, sirs, said the herdman, hereby is good lodging in a castle. But there is such a custom there that shall no knight be harboured, but if he joust with two knights, and if he be but one knight, he must joust with two. And as ye be therein, soon shall ye be matched. There is a shrewd harbour, said Sir Dinadan. Lodge where you will, for I will not lodge there. Fie, for shame, said Sir Tristram. Are ye not a knight of the Table Round? Wherefore ye may not with your worship refuse your lodging. Not so, said the herdman. For an ye be beaten, and have the worst, ye shall not be lodged there. And if ye beat them, ye shall be well harboured. Ah, said Sir Dinadan. They are two sure knights. Then Sir Dinadan would not lodge there in no manner, but as Sir Tristram required him of his knighthood, and so they rode thither. And to make short tale, Sir Tristram and Sir Dinadan smote them both down, and so they entered into the castle, and had good cheer, as they could think or devise. And when they were unarmed, and thought to be merry and in good rest, there came in at the gate Sir Palomides and Sir Gaheris, requiring to have the custom of the castle. What array is this? Said Sir Dinadan. I would have my rest. That may not be, said Sir Tristram. Now we must needs defend the custom of this castle, insomuch as we have the better of the lords of this castle. And therefore, said Sir Tristram, needs must ye make you ready. In the devil's name, said Sir Dinadan, came I into your company. And so they made them ready. And Sir Gaheris encountered with Sir Tristram, and Sir Gaheris had a fall. And Sir Palomides encountered with Sir Dinadan, and Sir Dinadan had a fall. And then it was fall for fall. So then they must fight on foot. That would not Sir Dinadan, for he was so sore bruised of the fall that Sir Palomides gave him. Then Sir Tristram unlaced Sir Dinadan's helm, and prayed him to help. I will not, said Sir Dinadan, for I am sore wounded of the 30 knights that we had but late ago to do withal. But ye fare, said Sir Dinadan unto Sir Tristram, as a madman, and as a man that is out of his mind that would cast himself away. And I may curse the time that ever I saw you, for in all the world are not two such knights that be so wood as is Sir Launcelot and ye, Sir Tristram. For once I fell in the fellowship of Sir Launcelot, as I have done now with you, and he set me a work that a quarter of a year I kept my bed. Yes, defend me, said Sir Dinadan, from such two knights, and especially from your fellowship. Then said Sir Tristram, I will fight with them both. Then Sir Tristram bade them come forth both, for I will fight with you. Then Sir Palomides and Sir Gaheris dressed them, and smote at them both. Then Dinadan smote at Sir Gaheris a stroke or two, and turned from him. Nay, said Sir Palomides, it is too much shame for us two knights to fight with one. And then he did bid Sir Gaheris stand aside, with that knight that hath no list to fight. Then they rode together, and fought long, and at the last Sir Tristram doubled his strokes, and drove Sir Palomides aback more than 3 strides. And then by one assent Sir Gaheris and Sir Dinadan went betwixt them, and departed them in sunder. And then by assent of Sir Tristram they would have lodged together, but Sir Dinadan would not lodge in that castle, and then he cursed the time that ever he came in their fellowship. And so he took his horse and his harness, and departed. Then Sir Tristram prayed the lords of that castle to lend him a man to bring him to a lodging, and so they did, and overtook Sir Dinadan, and rode to their lodging 2 miles thence, with a good man in a priory. And there they were well at ease. And that same night Sir Bors, and Sir Bloberus, and Sir Ector, and Sir Driant abode still in the same place thereas Sir Tristram fought with the 30 knights. And there they met with Sir Launcelot, the same night, and had made promise to lodge with Sir Colgrevance the same night. So Dinadan seems to be the most sensible knight we've seen in a while. He just keeps getting caught up with people that are way, way better knights than he is. And it's like, you know what? This is out of my lane. I'm done. I'm done with this. Alright, chapter 24. How Sir Tristram jousted with Sir Kay and Sir Sagramore le Desirous, and how Sir Gawain turned Sir Tristram from Morgan le Fay. But anon, as the noble knight Sir Launcelot heard of the shield of Cornwall, then wist he well that it was Sir Tristram that fought with his enemies. And then Sir Launcelot praised Sir Tristram, and called him the man of most worship in the world. So there was a knight in that priory that hight Pellinore, and he desired to wit the name of Sir Tristram, but in no wise he could not. And so Sir Tristram departed, and left Sir Dinadan in the priory, for he was so weary, and so sore bruised that he might not ride. Then this night Sir Pellinore said to Sir Dinadan, Sithen that ye will not tell me that knight's name, I will ride after him, and make him to tell me his name, or he shall die therefore. Beware, Sir Knight, said Sir Dinadan, for an ye follow him ye shall repent it. So that night Sir Pellinore rode after Sir Tristram, and required him of jousts. Then Sir Tristram smote him down, and wounded him through the shoulder, and so he passed on his way. And on the next day following, Sir Tristram met with pursuance. And they told him that there was made a great cry of tournament between King Carados of Scotland and the King of North Wales, and either should joust against other at the Castle of Maidens. And these pursuivants sought all the country after the good knights, and in especial King Carados let make seeking for Sir Launcelot de Lake, and the King of Northglis let seek after Sir Tristram de Leonis. And at that time Sir Tristram thought to be at that jousts, and so by adventure they met with Sir Kay the Seneschal, and Sir Sagramore le Desirous, and Sir Kay required Sir Tristram to joust, and Sir Tristram in a manner refused him, because he would not be hurt nor bruised against the great jousts that should be before the Castle of Maidens, and therefore thought to repose him and to rest him. And always Sir Kay cried, Sir Knight of Cornwall, joust with me, or else thee yield thee to me as recreant. When Sir Tristram heard him say so, he turned to him, and then Sir Kay refused him, and turned his back. Then Sir Tristram said, As I find thee, I shall take thee. Then Sir Kay turned with evil will, and Sir Tristram smote down Sir Kay, and so he rode forth. Kay's kind of an asshole. That's one of the main consistent points throughout this entire book. He's kind of a dick. Then Sir Sagramore le Disert rode with after Sir Tristram, and made him to joust with him. And there Sir Tristram smote down Sir Sagramore le Disert from his horse, and rode his way. And the same day he met with a damsel that told him that he should win great worship of a knight, adventurous that did much harm in all that country. When Sir Tristram heard her say so, he was glad to go with her and to win worship. So Sir Tristram rode with that damsel a 6 mile, and then he met him Sir Gawain. And therewithal Sir Gawain knew the damsel, that she was a damsel of Queen Morgan le Fay. Then Sir Gawain understood that she led that knight to some mischief. Fair knight, said Sir Gawain, whither you ride now with that damsel? Sir, said Sir Tristram, I wot not whither I shall ride, but as the damsel will lead me. Sir, said Sir Gawain, ye shall not ride with her, for she and her lady did never good, but ill. And then Sir Gawain pulled out his sword and said, Damsel, but if thou tell me anon for what cause thou leadest this knight with thee, thou shalt die for it right anon. I know all your lady's treason, and yours. Mercy, Sir Gawain, she said, and if ye will save my life, I will tell you. Say on, said Sir Gawain, and thou shalt have thy life. Sir, she said, Queen Morgan le Fay, my lady, hath ordained 30 ladies to seek and to spy after Sir Launcelot or Sir Tristram. And by the trains of these ladies, who they may first meet any of these 2 knights, they should turn them unto Morgan le Fay's castle, saying that they should do deeds of worship. And if any of the 2 knights came here, there be 30 knights lying and watching in a tower to wait upon Sir Launcelot, or upon Sir Tristram. Fie for shame, said Sir Gawain, that ever such false treason should be wrought or used in a queen, and a king's sister, and a king and queen's daughter. I don't know about you guys, but it kind of weirds me out a little bit that Gawain was kind of cool here. Like, watching out for random knights, because he's like, hey, she's one of Le Fay's. It just strikes me as odd that Gawain is the good guy here. Strong. Chapter 25. How Sir Tristram and Sir Gawain rode to have foughten with the 30 knights, but they durst not come out. Sir, said Sir Gawain, will ye stand with me, and we will see the malice of these 30 knights? Sir, said Sir Tristram, go ye to them, and it please you, and ye shall see I will not fail you. For it is not long ago since I and a fellow met with 30 knights of that queen's fellowship, and God speed us so that we may win worship. So then Sir Gawain and Sir Tristram rode toward the castle where Morgan le Fay was. And ever Sir Gawain deemed well that he was Sir Tristram de Lyonesse, because he heard that 2 knights had slain and beaten 30 knights. And when they came afore the castle, Sir Gawain spake on high and said, Queen Morgan le Fay, send out your knights, that ye have laid in a watch for Sir Launcelot and for Sir Tristram. Now, said Sir Gawain, I know your false treason, and through all places where that I ride, men shall know of your false treason. And now let's see, said Sir Gawain, whether ye dare come out of your castle, ye 30 knights. Then the queen spake, and all the 30 knights at once, and she said, Sir Gawain, full well wottest thou what thou dost and sayest. For by God we know thee passing well, but all that thou speakest and dost, thou sayest it upon pride of that good knight that is there with thee. There be some of us that know full well the hands of that knight over all well, and wit thou well Sir Gawain, it is more for his sake than for thine that we will not come out of this castle. For wit ye well, Sir Gawain, the knight that beareth the arms of Cornwall, we know him and what he is. Then Sir Gawain and Sir Tristram departed, and rode on their ways a day or two together. And there by adventure they met with Sir Kay and Sir Sagramore le Desirous. And then they were glad of Sir Gawain, and he of them, but they wist not what he was with the shield of Cornwall, but by deeming. And thus they rode together a day or two, and then they were ware of Sir Bruce Sospite, chasing a lady for to have slain her, for he had slain her paramour afore. Hold you all still, said Sir Gawain, and show none of you forth, and ye shall see me reward yonder false knight. For an he espy you, he is so well horsed that he will escape away. And then Sir Gawain rode betwixt Sir Bruce and the lady, and said, False knight, leave her, and have ado with me. When Sir Bruce saw no more but Sir Gawain had fitted his spear, and Sir Gawain against him. And there Sir Bruce overthrew Sir Gawain, and then he rode over him, and hath overthwart him 20 times to have destroyed him. And when Sir Tristram saw him do so villainous a deed, he hurled out against him. And when Sir Bruce saw him with the shield of Cornwall, he knew him well, that it was Sir Tristram, and then he fled. And Sir Tristram followed after him, and Sir Bruce Sospite was so horsed that he went his way quite. And Sir Tristram followed him long, for he would fain have been avenged upon him. And so when he had long chased him, he saw a fair well, and thither he rode to repose him, and tied his horse till a tree. Okay, that's a little bit more like Gawain. It's like, alright, watch this, guys, I'm gonna take care of this, and then he gets his shit kicked in. Alright, chapter 26. How Damsel Bragwain found Tristram sleeping by a well, and how she delivered letters to him from La Beale Isoud. And then he pulled off his helm and washed his visage and his hands, and so he fell asleep. In the meanwhile came a damsel that had sought Sir Tristram many ways and days within this land. And when she came to the well, she looked upon him, and had forgotten him, as in remembrance of Sir Tristram. But by his horse she knew him, that hight Passebrule, that had been Sir Tristram's horse many years. For when he was mad in the forest, Sir Fergus kept him. So this lady, Dame Bragwain, abode still, till he was awake. So when she saw him wake, she saluted him, and he her again, for either knew other of old acquaintance. Then she told him how she had sought him long and broad, and there she told him how she had letters from Queen La Beale Isoud. Then anon Sir Tristram read them, and wit ye well he was glad, for therein was many a piteous complaint. Then Sir Tristram said, Lady Bragwain, ye shall ride with me till that tournament be done at the Castle of Maidens, and then shall bear letters and tidings with you. And then Sir Tristram took his horse and sought lodging, and there he met with a good ancient knight, and prayed him to lodge with him. Right so came Gouvernail unto Sir Tristram, that was glad of that lady. So this old knight's name was Sir Pellounes, and he told of the great tournament that should be at the Castle of Maidens, and there Sir Launcelot and 32 knights of his blood had ordained shields of Cornwall. And right so there came one unto Sir Pellounes, and told him that Sir Persides de Blois was come home. Then that knight held up his hands and thanked God of his coming home, and there Sir Pellounes told Sir Tristram that in 2 years he had not seen his son Persides. Sir, said Sir Tristram, I know your son well enough for a good knight. So, on a time, Sir Tristram and Sir Persides came to their lodging both at once, and so they unarmed them, and put upon them their clothing, and then these 2 knights each welcomed other. And when Sir Persides understood that Sir Tristram was of Cornwall, he said he was once in Cornwall, and there I jousted afore King Mark, and so it happened me at that time to overthrow 10 knights. And then came to me Sir Tristram de Lyonesse, and overthrew me, and took my lady away from me. And that shall I never forget. But I shall remember me and ever I see my time. Ah, said Sir Tristram, now I understand that ye hate Sir Tristram. What deem ye? Ween ye that Sir Tristram is not able to withstand your malice? Yes, said Sir Persides, I know well that Sir Tristram is a noble knight, and a much better knight than I. Yet shall I not owe him my good will. Right as they stood thus talking at a bay window of that castle, they saw many knights riding to and fro toward the tournament. And then was Sir Tristram ware of a likely knight riding upon a great black horse and a black-covered shield. What knight is that? Said Sir Tristram, with the black horse and the black shield? He seemeth a good knight. I know him well, said Sir Persides. He is one of the best knights of the world. Then is it Sir Launcelot? Said Tristram. Nay, said Sir Persides, it is Sir Palomides that is yet unchristened. Okay, we just keep seeing Palomides over and over and over again. Alright, chapter 27. How Sir Tristram had a fall with Sir Palomides, and how Launcelot overthrew 2 knights. Then they saw much people of the country salute Sir Palomides, and within a while after there came a squire of the castle, that told Sir Paloon that was lord of that castle, that a knight with a black shield had smitten down 13 knights. Fair brother, said Sir Tristram unto Sir Persides, let us cast upon us cloaks, and let us go see the play. Not so, said Sir Persides. We will not go like knaves thither, but we will ride like men and good knights to withstand our enemies. So they armed them, and took their horses and great spears, and thither they went there as many knights assayed themselves before the tournament. And anon Sir Palomides knew Sir Persides. And then he sent a squire unto him and said, Go thou to the yonder knight with the green shield, and therein a lion of gold, and say him, I require him to joust with me, and tell him that my name is Sir Palomides. When Sir Persides understood that quest of Sir Palomides, he made him ready, and there anon they met together, but Sir Persides had a fall. Then Sir Tristram dressed him to be revenged upon Sir Palomides, and that saw Sir Palomides that was ready, and so was not Sir Tristram, and took him at an advantage, and smote him over his horse's tail, when he had no spear in his rest. Then stert up Sir Tristram, and took his horse lightly, and was wroth out of measure, and sore ashamed of that fall. Then Sir Tristram sent unto Sir Palomides by Gouvernail, and prayed him to joust with him at his request. Nay, said Sir Palomides, as at this time I will not joust with that knight, for I know him better than he weeneth. And if he be wroth, he may write it to morn at the Castle of Maidens, where he may see me and many other knights. With that came Sir Dinadan, and when he saw Sir Tristram wroth, he list not to jape. Lo, said Sir Dinadan, here may a man prove, be a man never so good, yet may he have a fall, and yet he was never so wise, but he might be overseen, and he rideth well that never fell. So Sir Tristram was passing wroth, and said to Sir Persides and to Sir Dinadan, I will revenge me. Right so, as they stood talking there, they came by Sir Tristram, a likely knight, passing soberly and heavily with a black shield. What knight is that? Said Sir Tristram unto Sir Persides. I know him well, said Sir Persides, for his name is Sir Bryant of North Wales. So he passed on among other knights of North Wales. And there came in Sir Launcelot de Lake with a shield of the arms of Cornwall. He sent a squire unto Sir Bryant, and required him to joust with him. Well, said Sir Bryant, sithen I am required to joust, I will do what I may. And there Sir Launcelot smote down Sir Bryant from his horse a great fall. And then Sir Tristram marvelled what knight he was that bare the shield of Cornwall. "Whatsoever he be," said Sir Dinadan, "I warrant you, he is of King Ban's blood, the which be knights of the most noble prowess in the world. For to account so many for so many." Then there came 2 knights of Northcliffe, that one hight Hugh de la Montagne, and the other Sir Madok de la Montagne, and they challenged Sir Launcelot foot hot. Sir Launcelot not refusing them, but made him ready. With one spear he smote them both down over their horses' croups, and so Sir Launcelot rode his way. "By the good Lord," said Sir Tristram, "he is a good knight that beareth the shield of Cornwall, and meseemeth he rideth in the best manner that ever I saw a knight ride." All right, well, here's the bromance going on. Then the King of Northcliffe rode unto Sir Palomides, and prayed him heartily for his sake to joust with that knight that hath done us of Northcliffe's despot. "Sir," said Sir Palomides, "I am full loath to have ado with that knight, and cause why, for as to morn the great tournament shall be, and therefore I will keep myself fresh by my will." "Nay," said the King of Northcliffe, "I pray you require him of jousts." "Sir," said Sir Palomides, "I will joust at your request, and require that knight to joust with me, and often I have seen a man have a fall at his own request." Chapter 28. How Sir Launcelot jousted with Palomides, and overthrew him, and after he was assailed with 12 knights. Then Sir Palomides sent unto Sir Launcelot a squire, and required him of jousts. "Fair fellow," said Sir Launcelot, "tell me thy lord's name." "Sir," said the squire, "my lord's name is Sir Palomides, the good knight." "In good hour," said Sir Launcelot, "for there is no knight that I saw this 7 years that I had liefer ado withal than with him." And so either knights made them ready with 2 great spears. "Nay," said Sir Dinadan, "ye shall see that Sir Palomides will quit him right well." "It may be so," said Sir Tristram, "but I undertake that knight with the shield of Cornwall shall give him a fall." "I believe it not," said Sir Dinadan. Right so they spurred their horses and furted their spears, and either hit other, and Sir Palomides brake a spear upon Sir Launcelot, and he sat and moved not. But Sir Launcelot smote him so lightly that he made his horse to avoid the saddle, and the stroke brake his shield and the hauberk, and had not he fallen, he had been slain. "How now," said Sir Tristram, "I wist well, by the manner of their riding both, that Sir Palomides should have a fall." Right so Sir Launcelot rode his way, and rode to a well to drink and to repose him. And they of Northcliffe espied him whither he rode. And then there followed him 12 knights, to have mischieved him. For this cause that upon the morn at the tournament of the Castle of the Maidens, that he should not win the victory. So they came upon Sir Launcelot suddenly, and unneth he might put upon him his helm and take his horse, but they were in hands with him. And then Sir Launcelot gat his spear and rode through them, and there he slew a knight and brake a spear in his body. And then he drew his sword and smote upon the right hand and upon the left, so that within a few strokes he had slain other 3 knights. And then the remnant that abode he wounded them sore all that did abide. Thus Sir Launcelot escaped from his enemies of North Wales, and then Sir Launcelot rode his way till a friend, and lodged him till on the morn, for he would not the first day have ado in the tournament, because of his great labour. And on the first day he was with King Arthur, thereas he was set on high upon a scaffold to discern who was best worthy of his deeds. So Sir Launcelot was with King Arthur, and jousted not the first day. Chapter 29. How Sir Tristram behaved him the first day of the tournament, and there he had the prize. Now turn we unto Sir Tristram de Lyonesse, that commanded Gouvernail his servant to ordain him a black shield, with none other remembrance therein. And so Sir Persides and Sir Tristram departed from their host Sir Pelloun, and they rode early toward the tournament. And then they drew them to King Carados' side of Scotland, and anon knights began to field what of King Northglis's part, and what of King Carados' part, and there began great party. Then there was hurling and rashing, right so came in Sir Persides and Sir Tristram, and so they did fare that they put the King of Northglis aback. Then came in Sir Bloberus de Ganis, and Sir Gaheris with them of Northglis. And then was Sir Persides smitten down and almost slain, for more than 40 horsemen went over him. Sir Bloberus did great deeds of arms, and Sir Gaheris failed him not. And Sir Tristram beheld them, and saw them do such deeds of arms, he marvelled what they were. Also, Sir Tristram thought shame that Sir Persides was so done to. And then he gat a great spear in his hand, and then he rode to Sir Gaheris, and smote him down from his horse. And then was Sir Bloberus wroth, and gat a spear, and rode against Sir Tristram in great ire. And there Sir Tristram met with him, and smote Sir Bloberus from his horse. So then the king with 100 knights was wroth, and he horsed Sir Bloberus and Sir Gaheris again, and there began a great medley, and ever Sir Tristram held them passing short, and ever Sir Bloberus was passing busy upon Sir Tristram. And there came Sir Dinadan against Sir Tristram, and Sir Tristram gave him such a buffet that he swooned in his saddle. Then anon Sir Dinadan came to Sir Tristram and said, Sir, I know thee better than thou weenest, but here I promise thee my troth, I will never come against thee more, for I promise thee that sword of thine shall never come on mine helm. With that came Sir Bloberus, and Sir Tristram gave him such a buffet that down he laid his head. And then he caught him so sore by the helm that he pulled him under his horse's feet. And then King Arthur blew to lodging. Then Sir Tristram departed to his pavilion, and Sir Dinadan rode with him. And Sir Persides and King Arthur then, and the kings upon both parties marvelled what knight that was with the black shield. Many said their advice, and some knew him for Sir Tristram, and held their peace, and would not say. So that first day King Arthur and all the knights and lords that were judges gave Sir Tristram the prize. Howbeit they knew him not, but named him the Knight with the Black Shield. And all these knights going around undercover, incognito. Like, alright, if you're out trying to get honor, why are you doing it unknown? And they all do it. Gawain did it. Lancelot loves to do it. Man never carries his own damn shield. Now Tristram's in on the game. Alright, let's see. How much more do we have left in this, actually? I do need to look ahead so we don't... so we can have proper breakups. Oh, there's 43 chapters on this, so we got a while yet. We're about to come up on 30. Yeah, we might be a little tight for time tonight, but if we split it into 2 nights, there's no way we'll finish, or we'll have a fair bit tomorrow. So, we're going to power through. Chapter 30. How Sir Tristram returned against King Arthur's party, because he saw Sir Palomides on that party. Yep. Gotta hide the pride. Can't let it get to your head. If they give the honors to the idea of the knight, then it can't float your own pride. Even if you know, even if most of them know, just can't have that. Then, upon the morn, Sir Palomides returned from the King of Northglis, and rode to King Arthur's side, where was King Carados, and the King of Ireland, and Sir Lancelot's kin, and Sir Gawain's kin, So Sir Palomides sent the damsel unto Sir Tristram that he sent to seek him when he was out of his mind in the forest. And this damsel asked Sir Tristram what he was, and what was his name. As for that, said Sir Tristram, tell Sir Palomides, ye shall not wit, as at this time, unto the time I have broken 2 spears upon him. But let him wit thus much, said Sir Tristram, that I am the same knight that he smote down in over evening at the tournament. And tell him plainly, on what party that Sir Palomides be, I will be of the contrary party. Sir, said the damsel, ye shall understand that Sir Palomides will be on King Arthur's side, where the most noble knights of the world be. In the name of God, said Sir Tristram, then will I be with the King of Northgalis, because Sir Palomides will be on King Arthur's side, and else I would not, but for his sake. So when King Arthur was come, they blew unto the field, and then there began a great party. And so King Carados jousted with the King of the 100 Knights, and there King Carados had a fall. Then was there hurling and rushing, and right so came in knights of King Arthur's, and they bare aback the King of Northgalis' knights. Then Sir Tristram came in, and began so roughly and so bigly that there was none might withstand him. And thus Sir Tristram dured long, and at the last Sir Tristram fell among the fellowship of King Ban, and there fell upon him Sir Bors de Ganis, and Sir Ector de Maris, and Sir Blamore de Ganis, and many other knights. And then Sir Tristram smote on the right hand and on the left hand, that all lords and ladies spake of his noble deeds. But at the last Sir Tristram should have had the worse, had not the King with the 100 Knights been. And then he came with his fellowship and rescued Sir Tristram, and brought him away from those knights that bear the shields of Cornwall. And then Sir Tristram saw another fellowship by themselves, and there were 40 knights together, and Sir Kay the seneschal was their governor. Then Sir Tristram rode in amongst them, and there he smote down Sir Kay from his horse, and there he fared among those knights like a greyhound among conies. Then Sir Launcelot found a knight that was sore wounded upon the head. Sir, said Sir Launcelot, who wounded you sore? Sir, he said, a knight that beareth a black shield. And I may curse the time that ever I met with him, for he is a devil and no man. So Sir Launcelot departed from him, and thought to meet with Sir Tristram. And so he rode with his sword drawn in his hand to seek Sir Tristram. And then he espied him, how he hurled here and there, and at every stroke Sir Tristram well nigh smote down a knight. Oh, mercy Jesu, said the king, sith the times I bear arms, saw I never no knight do so marvellous deeds of arms. And if I should set upon this knight, said Sir Launcelot to himself, I did shame to myself. Therewithal Sir Launcelot put up his sword. And then the king with the 100 knights, and 100 more of North Wales, set upon the 20 of Sir Launcelot's kin, and they 20 knights held them ever together as wild swine, and none would fail other. And so when Sir Tristram beheld the noblesse of those 20 knights, he marvelled of their good deeds, for he saw by their fare and by their rule that they had liefer die than avoid the field. Now, Jesu, said Sir Tristram, well may he be valiant and full of prowess, that hath such a sort of noble knights unto his kin. And full like is he to be a noble man that is their leader and governor. He meant it by Sir Launcelot de Lake. So when Sir Tristram had beholden them long, he thought shame to see 200 knights battering upon 20 knights. Then Sir Tristram rode unto the king with the 100 knights, and said, Sir, leave your fighting with those 20 knights, for ye win no worship of them. Ye be so many and they so few, and wit ye well, they will not out of the field I see by their cheer and countenance. And worship get ye none, and ye slay them. Therefore leave your fighting with them, for I, to increase my worship, will ride to the 20 knights and help them with all my might and power. Nay, said the king with the 100 knights, ye shall not do so. Now I see your courage and courtesy. I will withdraw my knights for your pleasure. For evermore a good knight will favor another, and like will draw to like. Now we come to chapter 31. How Sir Tristram found Palomides by a well, and brought him with him to his lodging. Then the king with the 100 knights withdrew his knights. And all this while, and long tofore, Sir Launcelot had watched upon Sir Tristram with a very purpose, to have fellowship with him. And then suddenly, Sir Tristram, Sir Dinadan, and Gouvernail, his man, rode their way into the forest, that no man perceived where they went. So then King Arthur blew unto lodging, and gave the King of Northglis the prize, because Sir Tristram was upon his side. Then Sir Launcelot rode here and there, so wood as lion that fought at his fill, because he had lost Sir Tristram. And so he returned unto King Arthur, and then in all the field was a noise that with the wind it might be heard 2 mile thence. How the lords and ladies cried, "The knight with the black shield hath won the field!" Alas, said King Arthur, where is that knight become? It is shame to all those in the field so to let him escape away from you, but with gentleness and courtesy ye might have brought him unto me to the Castle of Maidens. Then the noble King Arthur went unto his knights, and comforted them in the best wise that he could, and said, My fair fellows, be not dismayed. Howbeit ye have lost the field today, and many were hurt and sore wounded, and many were whole. My fellows, said King Arthur, look that ye be of good cheer, for tomorn I will be in the field with you, and revenge you of your enemies. So that night King Arthur and his knights reposed themselves. The damsel that came from La Beale Isoud unto Sir Tristram, all the while the tournament was a-doing, she was with Queen Guinevere, and ever the queen asked her for what cause she came into that country. Madam, she answered, I come for none other cause but from my lady La Beale Isoud, to wit of your welfare. For in no wise she would not tell the queen that she came for Sir Tristram's sake. So this lady, Dame Bragwaine, took her leave of Queen Guinevere, and she rode after Sir Tristram, and as she rode through the forest, she heard a great cry. Then she commanded her squire to go into the forest, to wit what was that noise. And so he came to a well, and there he found a knight bound until a tree, crying as he had been wood, and his horse and his harness standing by him. And when he espied that squire, therewith he abrayed and brake himself loose, and took his sword in his hand, and ran to have slain the squire. Then he took his horse, and fled all that ever he might unto Dame Bragwaine, and told her of his adventure. Then she rode unto Sir Tristram's pavilion, and told Sir Tristram what adventure she had found in the forest. Alas, said Sir Tristram, upon my head there is some good knight in mischief. Then Sir Tristram took his horse and his sword, and rode thither, and there he heard how the knight complained unto himself, and said, Ay, woeful knight Sir Palomides, what misadventure befalleth me, that thus am defoiled with falsehood and treason? Though Sir Bors and Sir Ector, alas, he said, why live I so long? And then he gat his sword in his hands, and made many strange signs and tokens. And so, through his raging, he threw his sword into that fountain. Then Sir Palomides wailed and wrung his hands, and at the last, for pure sorrow, he ran into that fountain, over his belly, and sought after his sword. Then Sir Tristram saw that, and ran upon Sir Palomides, and held him in his arms fast. What art thou? Said Palomides. What holdeth me so? I am a man of this forest, that would thee none harm. Alas, said Sir Palomides, I may never win worship where Sir Tristram is. For ever where he is, and I be there, then get I no worship. And if he be away, for the most part I have the gree, unless that Sir Launcelot be there, or Sir Lamorak. Then Sir Palomides said, Once, in Ireland, Sir Tristram put me to the worse, and another time in Cornwall, and in other places in this land. What would ye do? Said Sir Tristram, and ye had Sir Tristram. I would fight with him, said Sir Palomides, and ease my heart upon him, and yet, to say the sooth, Sir Tristram is the gentlest knight in this world living. What will ye do? Said Sir Tristram. Will ye go with me to your lodging? Nay, said he, I will go to the King with the 100 Knights, for he rescued me from Sir Bors de Ganis and Sir Ector, and else had I been slain traitorly. Sir Tristram said him such kind words that Sir Palomides went with him to his lodging. Then Gouvernail went to fore, and charged Dame Bragwaine to go out of the way to her lodging, and bid ye Sir Persides that he make him no quarrels. And so they rode together, till they came to Sir Tristram's pavilion. And there Sir Palomides had all the cheer that might be had all that night, but in no wise Sir Palomides might not know what was Sir Tristram. And so after supper they yede to rest, and Sir Tristram for great travail slept till it was day. And Sir Palomides might not sleep for anguish, and in the dawning of the day he took his horse privily, and rode his way unto Sir Gaheris, and unto Sir Sagramore le Desiros, where they were in their pavilions, where they three were fellows at the beginning of the tournament. And then, upon the morn, the king blew unto the tournament upon the 3rd day. Chapter 32. How Sir Tristram smote down Sir Palomides, and how he jousted with King Arthur, and other feats. So the king of Northgalis, and the king with the 100 Knights, they too encountered with King Carados, and with the king of Ireland. And there the king with the 100 Faces smote down King Carados, and the king of Northgalis smote down the king of Ireland. With that came in Sir Palomides, and when he came he made great work, for by his indented shield was he well known. So came in King Arthur, and did great deeds of arms together, and put the king of Northgalis and the king with the 100 Knights to the worse. With this came in Sir Tristram with his black shield, and anon he jousted with Sir Palomides, and there by the fine force Sir Tristram smote Sir Palomides over his horse's croup. Then the King Arthur cried, Knight with the black shield, make thee ready to me. And in the same wise Sir Tristram smote King Arthur. And then by force of King Arthur's knights the king and Sir Palomides were horsed again. Then King Arthur, with a great eager heart, he got a spear in his hand, and there, upon the one side, he smote Sir Tristram over his horse, and then, foot-hot Sir Palomides came upon Sir Tristram, as he was upon foot, to have overridden him. Then Sir Tristram was ware of him, and there he stooped aside, and with great ire he gat him by the arm, and pulled him down from his horse. Then Sir Palomides lightly arose, and then they dashed together mightily with their swords, and many kings, queens, and lords stood and beheld them. And at the last, Sir Tristram smote Sir Palomides upon the helm 3 mighty strokes, and at every stroke that he gave him he said, This is for Sir Tristram's sake. With that, Sir Palomides fell to the earth grovelling. Then came the king with the 100 Knights, and brought Sir Tristram a horse, and so was he horsed again. By then was Sir Palomides horsed, and with great ire he jousted upon Sir Tristram, with his spear as it was in the rest, and gave him a great dash with his sword. Then Sir Tristram avoided his spear, and gat him by the neck with his both hands, and pulled him clean out of his saddle, and so he bare him afore with the length of 10 spears, and then, in the presence of them all, he let him fall at his adventure. Then Sir Tristram was ware of King Arthur, with a naked sword in his hand, and with his spear Sir Tristram ran upon King Arthur. And then King Arthur boldly abode him, and with his sword he smote to his spear. And therewithal Sir Tristram stonied. And so King Arthur gave him 3 or 4 strokes, where he might get out his sword. And at the last Sir Tristram drew his sword, and either assailed other passing hard. With that the great press departed them. Then Sir Tristram rode here and there, and did his great pain. that 11 of the good knights of the blood of King Ban, that was of Sir Lancelot's kin, that day Sir Tristram smote down, that all the estates marveled of his great deeds, and all cried upon the knight with the black shield. Alright, so Tristram really had it out for Palamedes in this one. Between first knocking him off his horse, which is fine, they're all jousting. And then as they're fighting on the ground, he's just like, whack, 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 ringing his sword on his helmet. And then afterward, as they try and joust again, Tristram wasn't quite ready. He didn't have his spear ready. He grabs Palamedes by the neck and throws him off his horse. There might be something to this Tristram kid. Or Palamedes is just a glutton for punishment. Alright. Chapter 33. How Sir Lancelot hurt Sir Tristram, and how, after Sir Tristram smote down Sir Palamedes. Then this cry was so large that Sir Lancelot heard it, and then he got a great spear in his hand and came towards the cry. Then Sir Lancelot cried, "The knight with the black shield, make thee ready to joust with me." When Sir Tristram heard him say so, he got his spear in his hand, and either abashed down their heads, and came together as thunder. And Sir Tristram's spear brake in pieces, and Sir Lancelot, by malfortune, struck Sir Tristram on the side a deep wound, nigh to the death. But yet Sir Tristram avoided not his saddle, and so the spear brake. Therewithal Sir Tristram, that was wounded, got out his sword, and he rushed to Sir Lancelot, and gave him 3 great strokes upon the helm, that the fire sprang thereout. And Sir Lancelot abashed his head lowly toward his saddle-bow, and therewithal Sir Tristram departed from the field, for he felt him so wounded that he weened he should have died. And Sir Dinadan espied him and followed him into the forest. Then Sir Lancelot abode, and did many marvellous deeds. So when Sir Tristram was departed by the forest side, he alighted, and unlaced his harness, and freshed his wound. Then weened Sir Dinadan that he should have died. "Nay, nay," said Sir Tristram, "Dinadan would never dread thee, for I am heart whole, and of this wound I shall soon be whole, by the mercy of God." By that, Sir Dinadan was where came Palamedes, riding straight upon them. And then Sir Tristram was ware that Sir Palamedes came to have destroyed him. And so Sir Dinadan gave him warning, and said, "Sir Tristram, my lord, ye are so sore wounded that ye may not have ado with him. Therefore I will ride against him, and go and do to him what I may. And if I be slain, ye may pray for my soul. And in the meanwhile, ye may withdraw you, and go into the castle, or in the forest, that he shall not meet with you." Sir Tristram smiled and said, "I thank you, Sir Dinadan, of your goodwill, but ye shall wit that I am able to handle him." And then anon hastily he armed him, and took his horse, and a great spear in his hand, and said to Sir Dinadan, "Adieu," and rode toward Sir Palamedes a soft pace. Then when Sir Palamedes saw that, he made countenance to amend his horse, but he did it for this cause, for he abode Sir Gaheris that came after him. And when he was come, he rode toward Sir Tristram. Then Sir Tristram sent unto Sir Palamedes, and required him to joust with him, and if he smote down Sir Palamedes, he would do no more to him. And if it so happened that Sir Palamedes smote down Sir Tristram, he bade him to do his utterance. So they were accorded. Then they met together, and Sir Tristram smote down Sir Palamedes, that he had a grievous fall, so that he lay still as he had been dead. And then Sir Tristram ran upon Sir Gaheris, and he would not have jousted, but whether he would or not, Sir Tristram smote him over his horse's croup, that he lay still as though he had been dead. And then Sir Tristram rode his way, and left Sir Persides' squire within the pavilions. And Sir Tristram and Sir Dinadan rode to an old knight's place to lodge them. And that old knight had 5 sons at the tournament, for whom he prayed God heartily for their coming home. And so, as the French book saith, they came home all 5 well beaten. And when Sir Tristram departed into the forest, Sir Launcelot held always the stour like hard, as a man arraged that took no heed to himself. And wit ye well, there was many a noble knight against him. And when King Arthur saw Sir Launcelot do so marvellous deeds of arms, he then armed him, and took his horse and his armour, and rode into the field to help Sir Launcelot. And so many knights came in with King Arthur. And to make short tale in conclusion, the King of Northglas and the King of the 100 Knights were put to the worse. And because Sir Launcelot abode and was the last in the field, the prize was given him. But Sir Launcelot would neither for king, queen, nor knight have the prize. But where the cry was cried through the field, Sir Launcelot hath won the field this day. Sir Launcelot let make another cry contrary. Sir Tristram hath won the field, for he began first, and last he hath departed. And so he hath done the first day, the second, and the third day. Yeah, this bromance is catching on. Both sides are in it for each other. Chapter 34. How the prize of the third day was given to Sir Launcelot, and Sir Launcelot gave it to Sir Tristram. Then all the estates and degrees high and low said of Sir Launcelot great worship for the honour that he did unto Sir Tristram. And for that honour doing to Sir Tristram, he was at that time more praised and renowned than he had overthrown 500 knights. And all the people wholly for this gentleness, first the estates both high and low, and after the commonalty cried at once, Sir Launcelot hath won the field, whatsoever say nay. Then was Sir Launcelot wroth and ashamed, and so therewithal he rode to King Arthur. Alas, said the king, we are all dismayed that Sir Tristram is thus departed from us. By God, said King Arthur, he is one of the noblest knights that ever I saw hold spear or sword in hand, and the most courteous knight in his fighting. For full hard I saw him, said King Arthur, when he smote Sir Palomides upon the helm thrice, that he abashed his helm with his strokes. And also he said, here is a stroke for Sir Tristram, and thus thrice he said. Then King Arthur, Sir Launcelot, and Sir Dodinas le Savage took their horses to seek Sir Tristram, and by the means of Sir Persides, he had told King Arthur where Sir Tristram was in his pavilion, and when they came there, Sir Tristram and Sir Dinadan were gone. Then King Arthur and Sir Launcelot were heavy, and returned again to the Castle of Maidens, making great dole for the hurt of Sir Tristram, and his sudden departing. So God help me, said King Arthur, I am more heavy that I cannot meet with him than for all the hurts that all my knights have had at the tournament. Right so came Sir Gaheris, and told King Arthur how Sir Tristram had smitten down Sir Palomides, and it was at Sir Palomides' own request. Alas, said King Arthur, that was great dishonour to Sir Palomides, inasmuch as Sir Tristram was sore wounded, and now may we all, kings and knights and men of worship, say that Sir Tristram may be called a noble knight, and one of the best knights that ever I saw the days of my life. For I will that ye all, kings and knights, know, said King Arthur, that I never saw a knight do so marvellously as he hath done these 3 days. For he was the first that began, and that longest held on, save this last day. And though he was hurt, it was a manly adventure of 2 noble knights. And when 2 noble men encounter, needs must the one have the worst, like as God will suffer at that time. As for me, said Sir Launcelot, for all the lands that ever my father left me, I would not have hurt Sir Tristram, and I had known him as that time. That I hurt him was for I saw not his shield. For an I had seen his black shield, I would not have meddled with him for many causes. For late he did as much for me as ever did knight, and that is well known that he had ado with 30 knights, and no help save Sir Dinadan. And one thing shall I promise, said Sir Launcelot, Sir Palomides shall repent it, as in his unkindly dealing for to follow that noble knight that I by mishap hurted thus. Sir Launcelot said all the worship that might be said by Sir Tristram. Then King Arthur made a great feast to all that would come. And thus we let pass King Arthur, and a little we will turn unto Sir Palomides. That after he had a fall of Sir Tristram, he was nigh hand a rage out of his wit for despot of Sir Tristram, and so he followed him by adventure. And as he came by a river, in his woodness, he would have made his horse to have leapt over, and the horse failed footing and fell in the river. Wherefore Sir Palomides was adread lest he should have been drowned, and then he avoided his horse and swam to the land and let his horse go down by adventure. Damn, dude let his horse just get swept away by the river. If I remember right, earlier on, before we started talking about Tristram at all, Palomides was like kind of talked up as a good knight, a noble knight. He was the Saracen that converted and was ready to be baptized and all that. And so they were talking him up. And now I know that there's the timeline is all sorts of wacky with this. Because when we started talking about Tristram, you may remember that there was a good bit of a rewind to set the start of Tristram's career partway through what we'd seen earlier. But even so, it's strange to see how much of a dick Palomides is throughout all of Tristram's stories. But then on the flip side, he's, pretty well thought of and spoken of in Gawain's stories and I think Gareth's. So it's hard to keep track of who likes who at what point. The web is tangled and knotted, that is for sure. Alright, so we are coming up on chapter 35, and there are 43 chapters. Let's see, where did we start? Check, get my bookmarks here. We started tonight at 23. Okay, so we're going pretty quick. So let's go ahead, and I will clean up these bookmarks a little bit. Let's go ahead and take our break here. I will top up my glass and stretch my legs a little bit. I'm a little sore with all the writing that's been going on lately. And we'll be back in just a few minutes where we will reach the end. Probably before too long. We're about at 86%, and I looked ahead and the glossary starts at 91, so we don't have a whole lot more. And you are spot on. This is very much a not a collaborative work. It's a collection of different legends and different sources and different stories, and then tying in characters that were not involved, but in order to make it work. And so you get some different characterizations based off of, like, say, the Irish legends versus the French legends versus the British that all get pulled into and around the round table and the Arthurian lore. Because you do definitely need to remember that this was not all a cohesive story. This is all different regional legends that have been co-opted and pulled in to give this one all the more, I don't know, clout. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be back in just a little bit, and where we will come to the end of this story tonight. Thanks, guys. Be back in just a little bit. Alright, we are back. And let's get to it. We don't have a whole lot left before us. So, this is the downhill stride as we come up on the end. So, Chapter 35. How Palamedes came to the castle where Sir Tristram was, and of the quest that Sir Lancelot and 10 knights made for Sir Tristram. And when he came to the land, he took off his harness, and sat roaring and crying as a man out of his mind. Right so came a damsel, even by Sir Palamedes, that was sent from Sir Gawain and his brother unto Sir Mordred, that lay sick in that same place with that old knight where Sir Tristram was. For, as the French book saith, Sir Persides hurt so Sir Mordred a 10 days afore, and had it not been for the love of Sir Gawain and his brother, Sir Persides had slain Sir Mordred. And so this damsel came by Sir Palamedes, and she and he had language together, the which pleased neither of them. And so the damsel rode her ways till she came to the old knight's place. And there she told that old knight how she met with the woodest knight by adventure that ever she met withal. What bare he in his shield? Said Sir Tristram. It was indented with white and black, said the damsel. Ah, said Sir Tristram, that was Sir Palamedes, the good knight. For well I know him, said Sir Tristram, for one of the best knights living in this realm. Then that old knight took a little hackney, and rode for Sir Palamedes, and brought him into his own manor, and full well knew Sir Tristram Sir Palamedes, but he said but little. For at that time Sir Tristram was walking upon his feet, and well amended of his hurts. And always when Sir Palamedes saw Sir Tristram, he would behold him full marvellously, and ever he seemed that he had seen him. Then would he say unto Sir Dinadan, An ever I may meet with Sir Tristram, he shall not escape mine hands. I marvel, said Sir Dinadan, that ye boast behind Sir Tristram, for it is but late that he was in your hands. And ye in his hands, why would ye not hold him when ye had him? For I saw myself twice or thrice that ye gat but little worship of Sir Tristram. Then was Sir Palamedes ashamed. So leave we them a little while in the old castle, with the old knight Sir Darras. Now speak we of King Arthur, that said unto Sir Lancelot, Had not ye been, we had not lost Sir Tristram. For he was here daily unto the time ye met with him. And in an evil time, said Arthur, ye encountered with him. My lord Arthur, said Lancelot, ye put upon me that I should be the cause of his departition. God knoweth it was against my will. But when men be hot in deeds of arms, oft they hurt their friends as well as their foes. And my lord, said Sir Lancelot, ye shall understand that Sir Tristram is a man that I am loath to offend. For he hath done for me more than ever I did for him as yet. But then Sir Lancelot made bring forth a book. And then Sir Lancelot said, Here we are 10 knights that will swear upon a book never to rest one night where we rest another this 12-month until that we find Sir Tristram. And as for me, said Sir Lancelot, I promise you upon this book that an I may meet with him, either with fairness or foulness, I shall bring him to this court, or else I shall die therefore. And the names of these 10 knights that had undertaken this quest were these following. First was Sir Lancelot, Sir Ector de Maris, Sir Bors de Ganis and Bloberus, Sir Blamore de Ganis and Lucan the butler, Sir Uwaine, Sir Galihud Lionel, and Galiadin. So these 10 noble knights departed from the court of King Arthur, and so they rode upon their quest together until they came to a cross where departed 4 ways, and there departed the fellowship in 4 to seek Sir Tristram. And as Sir Lancelot rode by adventure, he met with Dame Bragwaine, that was sent into that country to seek Sir Tristram, and she fled as fast as her palfrey might go. So Sir Lancelot met with her, and asked her why she fled. Ah, fair knight, said Dame Bragwaine, I flee for dread of my life, for here followeth me Sir Bruce Saunce-Pité to slay me. Hold you nigh me, said Sir Launcelot. Then when Sir Launcelot saw Sir Bruce Saunce-Pité, Sir Launcelot cried unto him and said, False knight, destroyer of ladies and damsels, know thy last days be come. When Sir Bruce Saunce-Pité saw Sir Launcelot's shield, he knew it well, for at that time he bare not the arms of Cornwall, but he bare his own shield. And then Sir Bruce fled, and Sir Launcelot followed after him. But Sir Bruce was so well horsed that when him list to flee, he might well flee, and also abide when him list. And then Sir Launcelot returned unto Dame Bragwaine, and she thanked him of his great labour. Chapter 36. How Sir Tristram, Sir Palomides, and Sir Dinadan were taken and put in prison. Well, that had a sudden turn. Now will we speak of Sir Lucan, the butler, that by fortune he came riding to the same place thereas was Sir Tristram, and in he came in none other intent but to ask harbour. Then the porter asked what was his name. Tell your lord that my name is Sir Lucan, the butler, a knight of the Round Table. So the porter was sent unto Sir Darras, lord of the place, and told him who was there to ask harbour. Nay, nay, said Sir Denham, that was nephew to Sir Darras. Say him that he will not be lodged here, but let him wit that I, Sir Denham, will meet with him anon, and bid him make him ready. So Sir Denham came forth on horseback, and there they met together with spears, and Sir Lucan smote down Sir Denham over his horse's croup. And then he fled into that place, and Sir Lucan rode after him, and asked after him many times. Then Sir Dinadan said to Sir Tristram, It is shame to see the lord's cousin of this place defoiled. Abide, said Sir Tristram, and I shall redress it. And in the meanwhile, Sir Dinadan was on horseback, and he jousted with Lucan the butler. And there Sir Lucan smote Dinadan through the thick of the thigh, and so he rode his way. And Sir Tristram was wroth that Sir Dinadan was hurt, and followed after, and thought to avenge him. And within a while he overtook Sir Lucan, and bade him turn. And so they met together, so that Sir Tristram hurt Sir Lucan passing sore, and gave him a fall. With that came Sir Uwaine, a gentle knight, and when he saw Sir Lucan so hurt, he called Sir Tristram to joust with him. Fair knight, said Sir Tristram, tell me your name, I require you. Sir knight, wit ye well, my name is Sir Uwaine le Fils de Roy Ureine. That's a mouthful. Ah, said Sir Tristram, by my will I would not have ado with you at no time. Ye shall not so, said Sir Uwaine, but ye shall have ado with me. And then Sir Tristram saw none other boat, but rode against him, and overthrew Sir Uwaine, and hurt him in the side. And so he departed unto his lodging again. And when Sir Dinadan understood that Sir Tristram had hurt Sir Lucan, he would have ridden after Sir Lucan for to slay him, but Sir Tristram would not suffer him. Then Sir Uwaine let ordain a horse litter, and brought Sir Lucan to the Abbey of Gannis, and the castle thereby hight the Castle of Gannis, of the which Sir Bloberus was lord. And at that castle Sir Launcelot promised all his followers to meet in the quest of Sir Tristram. So when Sir Tristram was come to his lodging, there came a damsel that told Sir Darras that 3 of his sons were slain at that tournament, and 2 grievously wounded, that they were never like to help themselves. And all this was done by a noble knight that bare the black shield, and that was he that bare the prize. Then came there one and told Sir Darras that the same knight was within, him that bare the black shield. Then Sir Darras yede unto Sir Tristram's chamber, and there he found his shield, and showed it to the damsel. Ah, sir, said the damsel, that same is he that slew your 3 sons. Then, without any tarrying, Sir Darras put Sir Tristram, and Sir Palomides, and Sir Dinadan within a strong prison. And there Sir Tristram was like to have died of great sickness. And every day Sir Palomides would reprove Sir Tristram of all the hate betwixt them. And ever Sir Tristram spake fair, and said little. But when Sir Palomides saw the falling of sickness of Sir Tristram, then was he heavy for him, and comforted him in all the best wise he could. And as the French book saith, there came 40 knights to Sir Darras that were of his own kin, and they would have slain Sir Tristram and his two fellows, but Sir Doris would not suffer that, but kept them in prison, and meat and drink they had. So Sir Tristram endured there great pain, for sickness had undertaken him, and that is the greatest pain a prisoner may have. For all the while a prisoner may have his health of body, he may endure under the mercy of God, and in hope of good deliverance. But when sickness toucheth a prisoner's body, then may prisoner say, all wealth is him bereft, and then he hath cause to wail and to weep. Right so did Sir Tristram when sickness had undertaken him, for then he took such sorrow that he had almost slain himself. Chapter 37. How King Mark was sorry for the good renown of Sir Tristram. Some of King Arthur's knights jousted with knights of Cornwall. Now will we speak, and leave Sir Tristram, Sir Palomides, and Sir Dinadan in prison, and speak we of other knights that sought after Sir Tristram many diverse parts of this land. And some yede unto Cornwall, and by adventure Sir Gaheris, nephew unto King Arthur, came unto King Mark. And there he was well received, and sat at King Mark's own table, and ate of his own mess. Then King Mark asked Sir Gaheris what tidings there were in the realm of Logres. Sir, said Sir Gaheris, the king reigneth as a noble knight, and now but late there was a great jousts and tournament as ever I saw in any the realm of Logres. And the most noble knights were at that jousts, but there was one knight that did marvellously 3 days, and he bare a black shield, and of all knights that ever I saw he proved the best knight. Then said King Mark, that was Sir Launcelot, or Sir Palomides the Paynium. Not so, said Sir Gaheris, for both Sir Launcelot and Sir Palomides were on the contrary party against the knight with the black shield. Then it was Sir Tristram, said the king. Yea, said Sir Gaheris, and therewithal the king smote down his head, and in his heart he feared sore that Sir Tristram should get him such worship in the realm of Logres, wherethrough that he himself should not be able to withstand him. Thus Sir Gaheris had great cheer with King Mark, and with Queen La Beale Isoud, the which was glad of Sir Gaheris' words. For well she wist by his deeds and manners that it was Sir Tristram. And then the king made a feast royal, and to that feast came Sir Uwaine le Fils de Roy Ureine. And some called him Uwaine le Blanchemain. And this Sir Uwaine challenged all the knights of Cornwall. Then was the king wood wroth that he had no knights to answer him. Then Sir Andred, nephew unto King Mark, leapt up and said, I will encounter with Sir Uwaine. Then he yede and armed him, and horsed him in the best manner. And there Sir Uwaine met with Sir Andred, and smote him down that he swooned on the earth. Then was King Mark sorry, and wroth out of measure, that he had no knight to revenge his nephew Sir Andred. So the king called unto him Sir Dinas, the seneschal, and prayed him for his sake to take upon him to joust with Sir Uwaine. Sir, said Sir Dinas, I am full loath to have ado with any knight of the Round Table. Yet, said the king, for my love take upon thee to joust. So Sir Dinas made him ready, and anon they encountered together with great spears, but Sir Dinas was overthrown, horse and man, a great fall. Who was wroth but King Mark? Alas, he said, have I no knight that will encounter with yonder knight? Sir, said Sir Gaheris, for your sake I will joust. So Sir Gaheris made him ready, and when he was armed, he rode into the field. And when Sir Gawaine saw Sir Gaheris' shield, he rode to him and said, Sir, ye do not your part. For, sir, the first time ye were made knight of the Round Table, ye swear that ye should not have ado with your fellowship wittingly. And party, Sir Gaheris, ye knew me well enough by my shield, and so do I know you by your shield, and though ye would break your oath, I would not break mine. For there is not one here, nor ye, that shall think I am afeard of you, but I durst right well have ado with you, and yet we be sisters' sons. Then was Gaheris ashamed, and so therewithal every knight went their way, and Sir Uwaine rode into the country. Then King Mark armed him, and took his horse and his spear, with a squire with him, and then he rode afore Sir Uwaine. And suddenly, at a gap, he ran upon him, as he that was not ware of him. And there he smote him almost through the body, and there left him. So within a while there came Sir Kay, and found Sir Uwaine, and asked him how he was hurt. I wot not, said Sir Uwaine, why nor wherefore, but by treason. I am sure I gat this hurt. For here came a knight suddenly upon me, or that I was ware, and suddenly hurt me. And then there was come Sir Andred to seek King Mark. Thou traitor knight, said Sir Kay, and wist it were thou that thus traitorly hast hurt this noble knight, thou shouldst never pass my hands. Sir, said Sir Andred, I did never hurt him, and that I will report me to himself. Fie on you, false knight, said Sir Kay, for ye of Cornwall are not worth. So Sir Kay made carry Sir Uwaine to the abbey of the Black Cross, and there he was healed. And then Sir Gaheris took his leave of King Mark. But, or he departed, he said, Sir King, ye did a foul shame upon you and your court, when ye banished Sir Tristram out of this country. For ye needed not to have doubted no knight, and he had been here. And so he departed. Once again, King Mark shows that he's kind of a dick. And yeah, Kay brings on the Cornwall slander. Always and always. Chapter 38 of the treason of King Mark, and how Sir Gaheris smote him down, and Andred his cousin. It sounds like Mark might be getting some comeuppance here. Then there came Sir Kay, the seneschal, unto King Mark. And there he had good cheer showing outward. Now, fair lord, said he, will ye prove any adventure in the forest of Morris, in the which I know well as it is as hard an adventure as I know any? Sir, said Sir Kay, I will prove it. And Sir Gaheris said he would be advised, for King Mark was ever full of treason. And therewithal Sir Gaheris departed, and rode his way. And by the same way that Sir Kay should ride, he laid him down to rest, charging his squire to wait upon Sir Kay, and warn me when he cometh. So within a while Sir Kay came riding that way, and then Sir Gaheris took his horse and met him, and said, Sir Kay, ye are not wise to ride at the request of King Mark, for he dealeth all with treason. Then said Sir Kay, I require you, let us prove this adventure. I shall not fail you, said Sir Gaheris. And so they rode that time, till a lake that was that time called the Perilous Lake. And there they abode, under the shaw of the wood. The meanwhile, King Mark, within the castle of Tintagel, avoided all his barons, and all others, save such as were privy with him, were avoided out of his chamber. And then he let call his nephew, Sir Andred, and bade arm him and horse him lightly, and by that time it was midnight. And so King Mark was armed in black, horse and all, and so, at a privy postern, they too issued out, with their varlets with them, and rode till they came to that lake. Then Sir Kay espied them first, and gat his spear, and preferred to joust. And King Mark rode against him, and smote each other full hard, for the moon shone as the bright day. And there at that jousts, Sir Kay's horse fell down, for his horse was not so big as the king's horse, and Sir Kay's horse bruised him full sore. Then Sir Gaheris was wroth that Sir Kay had a fall. Then he cried, Knight, sit thou fast in thy saddle, for I will revenge my fellow. Then King Mark was afeard of Sir Gaheris, and so with evil will King Mark rode against him, and Sir Gaheris gave him such a stroke that he fell down. So then forthwithal Sir Gaheris ran unto Sir Andred, and smote him from his horse quite, that his helm smote in the earth, and nigh had broken his neck. And therewithal Sir Gaheris alighted, and gat up Sir Kay, and then they yode both on foot up to them, and bade them yield them, and tell their names, whether they should die. Then, with great pain, Sir Andred spake first, and said, It is King Mark of Cornwall. Therefore be ye ware what ye do. And I am Sir Andred, his cousin. Fie on you both, said Sir Gaheris, for a false traitor and false treason hast thou wrought, and ye both, under the feigned cheer that ye made us. It were pity, said Sir Gaheris, that thou shouldst live any longer. Save my life, said King Mark, and I will make amends. And consider that I am a king anointed. It were the more shame, said Sir Gaheris, to save thy life. Thou art a king anointed with cream. And therefore thou shouldst hold with all men of worship, and therefore thou art worthy to die. With that, he lashed at King Mark without saying more, and covered him with his shield, and defended him as he might. And then Sir Kay lashed at Sir Andred, and therewithal King Mark yielded him unto Sir Gaheris. And then he kneeled down, and made his oath upon the cross of the sword, that never, while he lived, he would be against errant knights. And also he sware to be good friend unto Sir Tristram, if ever he came into Cornwall. By then Sir Andred was on the earth, and Sir Kay would have slain him. Let be, said Sir Gaheris, slay him not, I pray you. It were pity, said Sir Kay, that he should live any longer, for this is nigh cousin unto Sir Tristram, and ever he hath been a traitor unto him, and by him he was exiled out of Cornwall. And therefore I will slay him, said Sir Kay. Ye shall not, said Sir Gaheris. Sithen I have given the king his life, I pray you, give him his life. And therewithal Sir Kay let him go. And so Sir Kay and Sir Gaheris rode their way unto Dinas, the seneschal, for because they heard that he loved well Sir Tristram. So they reposed them there, and soon after they rode unto the realm of Logres. And so within a little while they met with Sir Launcelot, that always had Dame Bragwaine with him. To that intent he weened to have met the sooner with Sir Tristram. And Sir Launcelot asked what tidings in Cornwall, and whether they heard of Sir Tristram or not. Sir Kay and Sir Gaheris answered and said that they heard not of him. Then they told Sir Launcelot word by word of their adventure. Then Sir Launcelot smiled and said, Hard it is to take out the flesh that is bred in the bone, and so made them merry together. So Mark got a little bit of comeuppance, but then he just kind of got left off with a pretty light oath, if we're being honest here. Chapter 39. How after that Sir Tristram, Sir Palomides, and Sir Dinadan had been long in prison, they were delivered. Now leave we off this tale, and speak we of Sir Dinas, that had within the castle a paramour. She loved another knight better than him, and so when Sir Dinas went out a-hunting, she slipped down by a towel, and took with her 2 brachets. And so she yede to the knight that she loved, and he her again. And when Sir Dinas came home and missed his paramour and his brachets, then he was the more wrother for his brachets than for the lady. So then he rode after the knight that had his paramour, and bade him turn and joust. So Sir Dinas smote him down, that with the fall he brake his leg and his arm. And then his lady and paramour cried Sir Dinas mercy, and said she would love him better than ever she did. Nay, said Sir Dinas, I shall never trust them that once betrayed me, and therefore, as ye have begun, so end, for I will never meddle with you. And so Sir Dinas departed, and took his brachets with him, and so rode to his castle. Now we turn unto Sir Launcelot. Hold on. That was entirely just a short aside of how Dinas's lover cheated on him and stole his dogs, and he came back, beat the knight that was out canoodling with his lover, and took the dogs back and said, "Nah, you stay with him." It's kind of based, honestly. Now will we turn unto Sir Launcelot, that was right heavy that he could never hear no tidings of Sir Tristram. For all this while he was in prison with Sir Darras, Palomides, and Dinadan. Then Dame Bragwaine took her leave to go into Cornwall, and Sir Launcelot, Sir Kay, and Sir Gaheris rode to seek Sir Tristram in the country of Sir Luce. Now speaketh this tale of Sir Tristram and of his two fellows. For every day Sir Palomides brawled and said language against Sir Tristram. I marvel, said Sir Dinadan, of thee, Sir Palomides, and thou hadst Sir Tristram here, thou wouldst do him no harm. For an a wolf and a sheep were together in a prison, the wolf would suffer the sheep to be in peace. And wit thou well, said Sir Dinadan, the same is Sir Tristram at a word. And now must thou do thy best with him, and let's see now if ye can skift it with your hands. Then was Sir Palomides abashed, and said little. Sir Palomides then said, Sir Tristram, I have heard much of your maugre against me, but I will not meddle with you, as at this time, by my will, because I dread the lord of this place that hath us in governance. For an I dread him not more than I do thee, soon it should be skift. So they pieced themselves. Right so came in a damsel, that said, Knights, be of good cheer, for ye are sure of your lives. And I heard say my lord Sir Darras. Then were they glad all three, for daily they weened they should have died. Then soon after this, Sir Tristram fell sick, that he weened to have died. Then Sir Dinadan wept, and so did Sir Palomides under them both, making great sorrow. So a damsel came in to them, and found them mourning. Then she went unto Sir Darras, and told him how that mighty knight that bare the black shield was likely to die. That shall not be, said Sir Darras, for God defend when knights come to me for succor, that I should suffer them to die within my prison. Therefore Sir Darras to the damsel, Fetch that knight and his fellows afore me. And then anon Sir Darras saw Sir Tristram brought before him. He said, Sir knight, me repenteth of thy sickness, for thou art called a full noble knight, and so it seemeth by thee, and wit ye well, it shall never be said that Sir Darras shall destroy such a noble knight as thou art in prison. Howbeit, that thou hast slain 3 of my sons, whereby I was greatly aggrieved. But now shalt thou go and thy fellows, and your harness and horses have been made fair and clean kept. And ye shall go where it liketh you, upon this covenant, that thou, knight, wilt promise me to be a good friend to my sons, too, that now be alive. And also that thou wilt tell me thy name. Sir, said he, as for me, my name is Sir Tristram de Lyonesse, and in Cornwall I was born, and nephew I am unto King Mark. And as for the death of your sons, I might not do withal. For an they had been the next kin that I have, I might have done none otherwise. And if I had slain them by treason or treachery, I had been worthy to have died. All this I consider, said Sir Darras, that all ye did was by force of knighthood, and that was the cause I would not put you to death. But sith ye be Sir Tristram, the good knight, I pray you heartily, to be my good friend and to my sons. Sir, said Sir Tristram, I promise you by the faith of my body, ever while I live I will do you service, for ye have done to us but as a natural knight ought to do. Then Sir Tristram reposed him there, till he was amended of his sickness. When he was big and strong, they took their leave, and every knight took their horses, and so departed and rode together, till they came to a crossway. Now, fellows, said Sir Tristram, here will we depart in sundry ways, and because Sir Dinadan had the first adventure of him, I will begin. Having a little bit of a struggle here with the cough coming on, but we are almost done, so let's just power through it. Chapter 40. How Sir Dinadan rescued a lady from Sir Bruce Sans-Pité, and how Sir Tristram received a shield of Morgan le Fay. So, as Sir Dinadan rode by a well, he found a lady making great dole. What aileth you? said Sir Dinadan. Sir knight, said the lady, I am the wofullest lady of the world. For within these 5 days here came a knight called Sir Bruce Sans-Pité, and he slew mine own brother, and ever since he hath kept me at his own will, and of all men in the world I hate him most. And therefore I require you of knighthood to avenge me, for he will not tarry, but be here anon. Let him come, said Sir Dinadan, and because of honor of all women I will do my part. This is the same night that Dinadan has gotten beat by at least once. Probably more than once. Oh, are we buffering? Hang on. Okay, let's see. The system looks good. Nothing really is causing issues that I can see. Oh, yeah, quality Google product indeed. Alright, I think I'm still seeing dropped frames going up. Hang on, we're still having issues. Check net in general, make sure nothing's going sideways on us. Nope, not really having any problems there. This is some pretty wild buffering, honestly. Getting quite a lot. Come on. YouTube, why are you doing this? Why now? It's not even anything on my end that I can fix. Yeah, dropping crazy frames. It's jumped. It's just not staying live, is it? Oh, maybe. Alright, I think we're on the upswing, but let's see if it's gonna... Yep, okay. I think we are past the worst of it. I'm not seeing more dropped frames. We're back to green bars on OBS. I think we're alright. Let's switch my monitor over to live. Alright, I think we are back at it. Alright. Yep, I think we're alright. Oh, where did we leave off? Oh, for Pete's sake, is it dropping again? Yes, it is. Okay. Now we're improving. Not dropping any more frames. Moving back up. Let's see if it's going to stay steady for a little bit. So far, so good. Yeah, they're making a big hubbub about their 20th anniversary. Well, maybe the servers are the same ones they started with. Alright, I think we are stable. So, let's see where we left off. Okay, yeah, Dinadon was just about to meet up with Sir Bruce Sanspeté. Okay, yep, we're looking good now. Alright. Let him come, said Sir Dinadon, and because of honor of all women I will do my part. With this came Sir Bruce, and when he saw a knight with his lady, he was... Oh, for God! It's dropping again! Okay, well, we are reconnected. Whether that will fix things, at this point it's unlikely, because it definitely looks like it's just YouTube and not us. But we can at least rule it out. Yeah, for sure. Alright. So far, stable. We'll see. Hit live on the monitor, see if it stays. Yep, looks okay. Alright. Let's just take it from the top of this chapter, shall we? And we'll see if that sorts things. Okay, and there's the flip where I reconnected OBS. Alright. Yeah, we are very, very close. We can't stretch this into another night. Alright. We haven't dropped frames in a while. Let's just get into it. So as Sir Dinadon rode by a well, he found a lady making great dole. What aileth you? Said Sir Dinadon. Sir Knight, said the lady, I am the woefulest lady of the world. For within these 5 days here came a knight called Sir Bruce Sanspeté, and he slew mine own brother, and ever since he hath kept me at his own will, and of all men in the world I hate him most. And therefore I require you, of knighthood, to avenge me. For he will not tarry, but be here anon. Let him come, said Sir Dinadon, and because of honor of all women I will do my part. With this came Sir Bruce, and when he saw a knight with his lady, he was wood wroth, and then he said, Sir Knight, keep thee from me. So they hurtled together as thunder, and either smote other passing sore. But Sir Dinadon put him through the shoulder a grievous wound, and or ever Sir Dinadon might turn him, Sir Bruce was gone and fled. Then the lady prayed him to bring her to a castle there beside but 4 miles thence. And so Sir Dinadon brought her there, and she was welcome, for the lord of that castle was her uncle. And so Sir Dinadon rode his way upon his adventure. Now turn we this tale unto Sir Tristram, that by adventure he came to a castle to ask lodging, wherein was Queen Morgan le Fay. And so, when Sir Tristram was let into that castle, he had good cheer all that night. And upon the morn, when he would have departed, the queen says, Wit ye well, ye shall not depart lightly, for ye are here as a prisoner. Yea, to defend, said Sir Tristram, for I was but late a prisoner. Fair knight, said the queen, ye shall abide with me till that I wit what ye are and from whence ye come. And ever the queen would set Sir Tristram on her own side, and her paramour on the other side, and ever Queen Morgan would behold Sir Tristram, and thereat the knight was jealous, and was in will suddenly to have run upon Sir Tristram with a sword, but he left it for shame. Then the queen said to Sir Tristram, "Tell me thy name, and I shall suffer you to depart when ye will." "Upon that covenant, I tell you, my name is Sir Tristram de Lyonesse." "Ah," said Morgan le Fay, "and I had wished that thou shouldst not have departed so soon as thou shalt. But sithen I have made a promise, I will hold it, with that thou wilt promise me to bear upon thee a shield that I shall deliver thee unto the castle of the Hard Rock, where King Arthur had cried a great tournament. And there I pray you that ye will be, and to do for me as such deeds of arms as ye may do. For at the Castle of Maidens, Sir Tristram, ye did marvellous deeds of arms as ever I have heard knight do." "Madam," said Sir Tristram, "let me see the shield that I shall bear." Then the shield was brought forth, and the field was goldish, with a king and a queen therein painted, and a knight standing above them, one foot upon the king's head, and the other upon the queen's. "Madam," said Sir Tristram, "this is a fair shield and mighty, but what signifieth this king and this queen, and the knight standing upon both their heads?" "I shall tell you," said Morgan le Fay. "It signifieth King Arthur and Queen Guinevere, and a knight who holdeth them both in bondage and in servage." "Who is that knight?" said Sir Tristram. "That shall ye not wit as it is as at this time," said the queen. "But as the French book saith, Queen Morgan loved Sir Launcelot best, and ever she desired him, and he would never love her, nor do nothing at her request, and therefore she held many knights together for to have taken him by strength, and because she deemed that Sir Launcelot loved Queen Guinevere paramour, and she him again, therefore Queen Morgan le Fay ordained that shield to put Sir Launcelot to rebuke, to that intent that King Arthur might understand the love between them. Then Sir Tristram took that shield and promised her to bear it at the tournament at the castle of the Hard Rock. But Sir Tristram knew not that the shield was ordained against Sir Launcelot, but afterward he knew it. Chapter 41. How Sir Tristram took with him the shield, and also how he slew the paramour of Morgan le Fay. So then Sir Tristram took his leave of the queen, and took the shield with him. Then came the knight that held Queen Morgan le Fay. His name was Sir Hemison, and he made him ready to follow Sir Tristram. "Fair friend," said Morgan, "ride not after that knight, for ye shall not win no worship of him." "Fie on him, coward!" said Sir Hemison, "for I wist never good knight come out of Cornwall, but if it were Sir Tristram de Lyonesse." "What an then be he?" said she. "Nay, nay," said he, "he is with La Beale Isoud, and this is but a daffish knight." "Alas, my fair friend, ye shall find him the best knight that ever ye met withal, for I know him better than ye do." "For your sake," said Sir Hemison, "I shall slay him." "Ah, fair friend," said the queen, "me repenteth that ye will follow that knight, for I fear me sore of your again coming." With this knight rode his way wood wroth, and he rode after Sir Tristram as fast as he had been chased with knights. When Sir Tristram heard a knight come after him so fast, he returned about and saw a knight coming against him. When he came nigh to Sir Tristram, he cried on high, "Sir Knight, keep thee from me!" Then they rushed together, as it had been thunder, and Sir Hemison brised his spear upon Sir Tristram, but his harness was so good that he might not hurt him. And Sir Tristram smote him harder, and bare him through the body, and he fell over his horse's croup. Then Sir Tristram turned to have done more with his sword, but he saw so much blood go from him that he seemed he was likely to die. And so he departed from him, and came to a fair manor, to an old knight, and there Sir Tristram lodged. Chapter 43. How Morgan le Fay buried her paramour, and how Sir Tristram praised Sir Launcelot and his kin. Now leave we to speak of Sir Tristram, and speak we of the knight that was wounded to the death. Then his varlet alighted, and took off his helm, and then he asked his lord whether there were any life in him. "There is in me life," said the knight, "but it is but little. And therefore leap thou up behind me, when thou hast holden me up, and hold me fast that I fall not, and bring me to Queen Morgan le Fay. For deep draughts of death draw to my heart, that I may not live, for I would fain speak with her, or I died, or else my soul will be in great peril, and I die." Forthwith, with great pain, his varlet brought him to the castle, and there Sir Hemison fell down dead. When Morgan le Fay saw him dead, she made great sorrow out of reason, and then she let despoil him unto his shirt, and so she let him put it into a tomb. And about the tomb she let write, "Here lieth Sir Hemison, slain by the hands of Sir Tristram de Lyonesse." Now turn we unto Sir Tristram, that asked the knight his host if he saw late any knights adventurous. "Sir," he said, "the last night here lodged with me Ector de Maris, and a damsel with him, and that damsel told me that he was one of the best knights of the world." "That is not so," said Tristram, "for I know 4 better knights of his own blood, and the first is Sir Launcelot de Lake. Call him the best knight. And Sir Bors de Ganis, Sir Blobrus, Sir Blamore de Ganis, and Sir Gaheris." "Nay," said his host, "Sir Gawain is a better knight than he." "That is not so," said Sir Tristram, "for I have met with them both, and I felt Sir Gaheris for the better knight. And Sir Lamorak, I call him as good as any of them except Sir Launcelot." "Why name ye not Sir Tristram?" said his host, "for I account him as good as any of them." "I know not Sir Tristram," said Tristram. Thus they talked and boarded as long as them list, and then went to rest. And on the morn Sir Tristram departed, and took his leave of his host, and rode toward the Roch Dur. And none adventure had Sir Tristram but that, and so he rested not till he came to the castle, where he saw 500 tents. Chapter 43. The last chapter. How Sir Tristram at a tournament bare the shield that Morgan le Fay delivered to him. Then the King of Scots and the King of Ireland held against the King Arthur's knights, and there began a great medley. So came in Sir Tristram, and did marvellous deeds of arms, for there he smote down many knights, and ever he was afore King Arthur with that shield. And when King Arthur saw that shield, he marvelled greatly in what intent it was made, but Queen Guinevere deemed as it was, wherefore she was heavy. Then was there a damsel of Queen Morgan in a chamber by King Arthur, and when she heard King Arthur speak of that shield, then she spake openly unto King Arthur, "Sir King, wit ye well this shield was ordained for you, to warn you of your shame and dishonour, and that longeth to you and your queen." And then anon that damsel picked her way privily, that no man wist where she was become. Then was King Arthur sad and wroth, and asked from whence came that damsel. There was no one that knew her, nor wist where she was become. Then Queen Guinevere called to her Sir Ector de Maris, and there she made her complaint to him, and said, "I wot well this shield was made by Morgan le Fay in despite of me and of Sir Launcelot. Wherefore I dread me sore, lest I should be destroyed." And ever the king beheld Sir Tristram, that did so marvellous deeds of arms that he wondered sore what knight he might be. And well he wist it was not Sir Launcelot. And it was told him that Sir Tristram was in Petit Britain with Iseult la Blanche Main. For he deemed, and he had been in the realm of Logres, Sir Launcelot, or some of his fellows that were in the quest of Sir Tristram, that they should have found him or that time. So King Arthur had marvel what knight he might be, and ever Sir Arthur's eye was on that shield, all that espied the queen, and that made her sore afeard. Then ever Sir Tristram smote down knights wonderly to behold, what upon the right hand and upon the left hand, that on no knight might withstand him. And the King of Scots and the King of Ireland began to withdraw them. When Arthur espied that, he thought that knight He thought that that knight with the strange shield should not escape him. Then he called unto him Sir Uwaine le Blanchemain, and bade him arm him and make him ready. So anon King Arthur and Sir Uwaine dressed them before Tristram, and required him to tell them where he had that shield. Sir, he said, I had it of Queen Morgan le Fay, sister unto King Arthur. So here endeth this history of this book, for it is the first book of Sir Tristram de Lyonesse, and the second book of Sir Tristram Followeth. This is the third. This is already the second book of Tristram. Okay, Malory. Sure. Sir Thomas Malory, you do what you do. Sure. All right. So that is the end, everyone. And, oh, the glossary does give a lot of. The archaic terms are translated here. I wish there had been, some hot links or something. That'd be great. But, it's alright. Alright, guys. Well, that was a fun one. As we mentioned before, when we were starting, this is very anachronistic, kind of archaic in how it goes through. And that is fine. That is entirely just because, it's a product of its time, and it's not been retranslated into modern English. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the knights being spread. Oh, Ivanhoe. Ooh, that could be good too. We do need to make a jump to something of a different timetable. Obviously, get away from knights for a while. But at some point we want to go to things like, I don't know. It'd be nice if I could find an English translation of, now I'm not even thinking of the name, it escapes me. Too busy these days. Don Quixote. I'd love to read Don Quixote, but I have not been able to find a translated version. It's all been in the original Spanish, and that defeats me. I am not even going to try. But so this was fun. It'll be nice to see something else and to read something else. But this has been one of our longer projects. I think only the Mysterious Island was longer, I think. And that was when we were just getting started and trying to figure out how we would go. Yeah, I definitely would have thought that Don Quixote would have been translated. But at least on Gutenberg, it's not. And that's kind of where I go for everything, just to be sure that it's all of free and clear of licensing. But yeah, so I'm not sure what we'll read next. We might do something, just another short story to bide the time and get us through the weekend, and then we'll pick out something else. We still have a fair bit of Lovecraft that we can go back to, so we've got options. The well is not tapped yet, but this was a nice change of pace. The very flowery language, the almost biblical styling of some of the turns of phrases. It had very, very much feel of like a New King James. But I'll not be doing this as the norm, shall we say. As a change of pace? Absolutely. But yeah, I think it's nice having the short stories as an interlude before we start another big project like this. And really, we've got a lot of options for that. We've got the Lovecraft. We do need to go back to Alice in Wonderland. I think we've got Through the Looking Glass is still on queue. And if that is about of a length with the first Alice, then that's about a 2-session read. And then we still have some of the big Lovecrafts left. I know we've got like At the Mountains of Madness left, and that is one of like the big two. Usually it's like Call of Cthulhu and At the Mountain of Madness are the two definitive works. And yeah, definitely not the easiest read. Between how the dialogue was done,
not having traditional quotes. I don't think there was a quotation mark in this entire book. Not having the quotes to denote dialogue made things difficult. Toward the midway part or so, I was able to start figuring out which ones were which. Are we seriously dropping into buffering now? Now, at the very end. YouTube, why? Okay, tell you what, guys. YouTube has decided that it is about enough time for us to be yapping about the book. So, let's go ahead and wrap things up tonight, shall we? Thank you very much for joining us. I know, really. Thank you very much for joining us. Despite the scuff and the troubles from YouTube, we got through the book.